Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breaker Casting. Today I will be casting EXE's best. I feel the single best player on the EXE clan. His name is Direstrait. He's the blue Zerg up here in the 1 o'clock position with the blue trunks. And, oopsie, let me give you an introduction to both players. Down here we got a barcode. Don't know who this guy is, but I did some talking with Dire and he said pretty much all the barcode names that he got stuck against and sent me the replays in were all pros. Well, if they weren't pros, they were GMs, basically, is what he told me. So, I'm going to go with what he said and just trust what he says, because honestly, I don't think he's a liar. He's a pretty trusty guy. So far, we seem to have a pretty standard game going. No 6 pulls from Dire, and likewise, no cannon rushing just yet from his Protoss opponent, who I'm just going to call Anonymous. A little more background info for some of you who've never met Dire before or don't know him. He's a pretty good guy. He's beaten Destiny on the ladder. He's played against Root Druby on the ladder. I casted that game. Unfortunately, he did lose that game because he didn't scout his opponent's third, and it was Antigua Shipyard. He just didn't think his opponent was going for an early third. He saw a mech build, and basically not scouting the third cost him the game. And it looks like we got some Proveras. Dire pulls those 3 drones, trying to get him to back off like a boss. Like a boss. Oopsie, doesn't show up here. Alright, and we got that standard pool going down for Dire at 14 supply. I do like that. Personally, I myself do have an appreciation for Moro just putting down that pool whenever he doesn't feel comfortable, or whenever he just thinks it would be a good idea to put it down. Day 9 did a daily about this maybe a couple months ago. And here we go, Dire. You gotta get that expo. No! Poor Dire. So what's gonna happen here? Ah, he got it! He got it! He got it! Clever, sneaky little bastard. He did get it. And it looks like this probe is trying to continue his patrol route, but it's not working. Herp derp. When's this GM gonna do something about it? Alright, and likewise the drone scouted the forge going down, I believe. Yes, he did. And let's go. We just saw both players' vision, basically. We got drones under attack here. Oh, Dire lost a drone, but likewise, this anonymous Protoss player just lost 1 probe. Both players just continuing to saturate. Personally, I myself like Dire. He's a pretty chill, pretty laid-back guy. He's got some commentary about some pro players that he's faced on the ladder, but I mean, it's really nothing new. I mean, there are some players who are BM, but Dire's just pretty laid back. I mean, BMing kind of really sells, but you know what I mean. It depends. Well, I mean, Destiny, for instance, he's BM, and that's the reason why people watch him. I mean, he's a cool guy. He's GM. We haven't really seen him do too amazingly well at tournaments. Oh. But I'm sorry, I have to cut that short because here we see a pylon going down, but Dire's shutting that down really quickly. And it looks like Anonymous just canceled that pylon. I don't think he's got anything else cheesy up his sleeve. Both Zerglings are chasing down the probe. Likewise, but meanwhile we have 1 queen in production. I would probably make 2, but it really doesn't do any good considering he's almost supply blocked. Okay, there we go. But he's floating so many minerals. Did he get that 2nd queen in production? No. But I guess it's maybe not a timing. Maybe it's a mistake. I don't know. We have 1 gas going down at 550 in the game. 3rd is almost finished with no extra queen in production. I guess he's just gonna wait for that to come up and then make a queen. Maybe not. Okay, I must say, this is, I don't know if this is a mistake or if this is intentional, but there we go. That queen's finally in production. Let's get a look at saturation for just a minute. We got 35 probes as opposed to 32 drones. I see Dire using his pro strat. He's not supposed to spread creep. I honestly did not know that. Personally, I myself like to spread creep before I get my 3rd, but of course I'm just diamond and maybe that's why. We have a Zealot coming down here, and we've got three Lings. Three Lings right here. It looks like he's trying to rotate them. That's not working too well, but it's okay. The Queen's finished, and the Queen one-on-one can take a damaged Zealot any day. And it looks like instead of going for the mineral line, that Zealot's going to try and run home. It looks to be so. Meanwhile, and this is really dandy with Dire, he's taken his opponent's Xel'Naga Watchtower, or at least the one that's closer to his opponent. Meanwhile, he's keeping Overlords on each of these bases. I do like that. I should probably start doing that myself. I have a lot to learn from Direstrait. He's Masters rank 1 on the NA server. I myself did get him a Korean account in the hopes that he could help me get to GM. He could teach me how to get to GM. It looks like he just lost a Scouting Overlord, but I missed it. And there we go, Void Ray Tech. I forgot to check up on that. I'm sorry. I should have the production tab open. I'm such a lazy little guy. Looks like he's just gonna... Oh, he's pumping out some Phoenixes. So this looks to be a Phoenix Void Ray timing. What is Dire doing in response? I don't see any Void Ray... Or I don't see any Evolution Chambers, which I find particularly scary because... Oh, there's one. Never mind. As soon as I see a Void Ray attacking an Overlord, I'm throwing down that Evolution Chamber ASAP, brother. Because honestly, you don't know if he's gonna have Phoenixes following that Void Ray, or you don't know if he's just gonna make more Void Rays. If he makes more Void Rays, then that just means make more Queens. But I didn't see anything here vision-wise that would indicate he was going to make more Void Rays. Ooh, and this is a nasty position that every Zerg player hates to be in. But it's okay. Looks like he's got 2 Queens, 3, and 4. That one he's gonna lose. That Phoenix did go down. Let's see what he's lost so far. He has only lost 1 worker. He's not really doing too much damage. That's pretty okay. He's got 3 Queens, 4 here, and is he going to try and circle back around and harass here, maybe? Oh, wow. No, there's too many Queens. How many does he have? 6. Okay, well, wisely, instead of throwing down the Evolution Chamber, he decided he was going to throw down some... He was going to just make some Queens. Altogether, he's got 6. Does he have any more in production? Nope. But he is going for Carapace, +1 Carapace. He's floating a few minerals right now, so this leads me to think he's going to put his Roach War into use here. Right now he's got a lot of open supply. He can make some... What is this? Mutalisk! But he just saw Phoenixes. Interesting. But his opponent, interestingly enough, is going with Citadel Tech. He is researching Blink. But we've got 3 Phoenixes? Yep, 3 Phoenixes and a Void Ray trying to make their way to that 3rd. They're not microing to pick off an Overlord. So what are they doing here? That is the question. Ah, there we go. Some drone harass, but that's only 1 drone killed. Ah, he's going for the ones on gas now. Not bad. And are they gonna pick off this Queen? No, they're not. Okay. Makes me a little pessimistic. Dire, it looks like, is going to check for that 3rd. He hasn't seen it just yet. Oh, but now he sees it. I think he was expecting maybe a little later of a 3rd. That's why he sent the Lings there. If not, maybe he would have expected his opponent to go for, I don't know, a less lenient, at least on minerals, that is. Less cannons here, maybe, but I have to ask, in the leagues that I play in, I'm only a Diamond League player, by the way, who does not completely wall this off as a Protoss player? It's not a bad idea, but ideally when they're moving out, they have to go through this position, which I guess if you made a game correctly may be a good spot to block your opponent using Infestors. Here we got some Mutas and some Zerglings here, so this is going to be some double-pronged harass. No. No. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. No. It looks like Dire ended up pulling back. Some Phoenixes might have gotten 1 or 2 Mutalisks there. I didn't catch it. I'm trying to be all over the place at once. And it looks like Dire altogether has... Ooh. He's got 5.5 hatcheries. It looks like he's aiming to... Oh, no. Here we go. This is the attack that every Protoss player fears, I guess. He didn't have a complete wall up here, and he's going to lose this Nexus. And I'm sorry I did miss that. And it looks like he's moving to get a better engage, but this guy, I can't help but feel sorry for feel sorry for the Protoss player in this position just slightly. But he did kill off pretty much everything Dire had sent to kill him. Meanwhile, we got an oversaturated main here. I don't think he's got any plans to rebuild this. But it looks like this barcode guy, Anonymous, is responding with an all-in attack. And he's trying to follow it up with the Nexus being rebuilt, which is not a bad idea. Psystorm in production, almost finished, about 90% there. And we got some roaches getting a good surround on these stalkers, but he's got blink. What is he doing? He could have blinked maybe 3, 4, 5 of those away. It didn't work. And in reaction to what Dire's done, he's gone ahead and taken his 4th. I like this. This is a good move by both players. However, I want to say Anonymous is slightly on the back foot. He knows that Direstrait has air tech. If he really wants to, he can combine Mutalisks, Slings, and Roaches together to surround this, and it looks like he's doing all of what I mentioned, except I don't see any Mutalisks in production. But that's alright, because it seems like he's 50 supply above his opponent, and a direct engagement right here would probably yield a victory for Dire, and it looks like that's what he's going for, but damn, those are some nice storms, and those are some extremely weak lings. I wonder if he's going to hold this. And it looks like, yes, he is. That Archon, oh my god, wow, he turned this around really quickly. That supply gap is just being clogged by 16 extremely weak roaches with a bunch of lings being reproduced. And Dire is about 50 supply above his opponent. Now it's 54. What is he making, I wonder? He's got so much in the production tab. Burrow, level 2 air attacks, level 2 melee attacks, and level 1 missile attacks, along with Hive tech in production, all at this moment. And he's still got plenty of gas to boot. And is he taking those extractors? He took the extractors on his 5th. And this is not looking pretty for our Protoss opponent. Dire is making him... No? Dire's not. He was just sending that in to poke around and see what's up. The question is, why is this guy still producing lots and lots of Immortals? Why isn't he making Colossi? But Dire, you know, at this point, it looks like Dire's set to win this unless he makes one huge blunder, like maybe the last engagement he had, where the Lings got, without a doubt, an excellent surround. But the Psystorms basically pushed him back. So here Dire is, floating it around, 174 supply. I think he should probably get some Infestors out on the field, but it looks like he's electing to go for Ultralisk tech. Meanwhile, we have Anonymous over here breaking down these rocks. He's got 4 High Templar, and Dire's got a ton of Banelings in the mix. Why doesn't he just Psystorm those? That could probably save him. I don't know how much a Psystorm does. I heard it was 75. I think that's true, but I can't be sure. And Dire's maxed out at 200 supply, while his opponent is slowly climbing at 190 out of 200. He's constantly not floating minerals, but I mean, that's not a bad thing. And here we go, he's moving out. Good luck, Anonymous. You're 200-200. Direstrait is also 200-200, but his upgrades look to be ahead of you. You've got a mothership in production, and to that end, I wish you good luck, but you are going to really need that luck if you want to beat Dire in this situation. Here we have some Ultralisks going down, and they are doing good at putting down those force fields, like putting them to negation, and it looks like Dire's gonna raffle something. His opponent's been taken down to 147 supply. That Colossi has just gotten picked off. Those Phoenixes are nearly useless. They could pick up a few roaches, and they should, but... oh, man. Anonymous is really being pushed into a position he doesn't want to be in, but at the same time he's making Dire retreat just a little bit. He's got these... He's picking up these roaches, and I thought he should have done that maybe sooner. He's got tons of energy. But at the same time, when you only have 3 Phoenixes, that means you can only do 3 pickups at the same time. So I guess maybe he chose the healthiest units out of that bunch to pick up and put them to total waste. And it looks like this may be the killing blow from Direstrait. He got a total surround. There's no Templar there. Ultralisk up front taking all the damage. And here we have the roaches getting a nasty surround. A few of those roaches are going to target down this Colossus. And the question is is Anonymous going to lose his place? He's already gotten a 5th started up here, but that's not a good idea because he's not in a good position to engage. Mothership is up. Oh, and Dire doesn't have any detection, so that did just barely save our friend Anonymous. Let's see how many workers he's lost at this point. Wow. This is one of those games, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, very little worker harass has gone on. Dire's only killed... Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Dire has only lost 5 workers, while his opponent has only lost 7. Dire's getting a 6th base up right now. If he's really ballsy, maybe he'll go for a 7th right here. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. He's just got tons of banelings with roaches to couple with them right over here. This is, oh my goodness, almost, this is 46 banelings with only a few Ultralisks and roaches to follow it up. Come on. And if this guy really wants to get lucky, he's going to have to get that money vortex. He's got enough energy for it now. Is he going to use it? He used it. And it looks like he may be trying to get a last-minute Archon Toilet. Is that what he's going to do? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This is just nail-bitingly close right here. And this is not looking pretty. He just lost 1 free Colossus. And it looks like these Archons are going to go down. They just absorbed a poop ton of damage from those Banelings. Oh my god, Anonymous is going to hold this. But he did just target down that 4th base, which is going to go in favor of Direstrait here, no doubt. Some of these overseers are going to get picked off. Oh, and look at this. Dire, such a genius, such a boss, just moving 4 spine crawlers right there. He is dominating this map, and he is teaching how to play Zerg like a boss. I don't think I've actually seen any other player do this before. I'm sure it's not original, but it's the first time I myself have seen this. And Dire is going for a bad engagement here. He's using those Corruptors to target down the Mothership. His supply right now is actually much, much lower than his opponent's. He needs to pull back and get some Infestors out on the field and maybe go Broodlord tech. He did just target down those Phoenixes very well. He could probably use Corruption, but he's not. And it looks like Anonymous is just going to push through those 4 spine crawlers and get Dire's 6th base. Now, if Dire wants to stay on the front foot, well, he's not losing too much mining time over here, but he's got to move these workers eventually. He already has. These ones are getting moved to somewhere else, I'm sure. But honestly, he needs to retake that base, otherwise he's going to lose this. And, oh my god, for the first time since this game has started, his opponent has significantly surpassed his own supply count. He just now has gone up to check his opponent's 5th base, and he sees it. And it is not looking pretty for Dire right now. It really is not. Meanwhile, 3+3 Carapace just now finishing up. I'm wondering if he has the Ultralisk Carapace, so this makes me wonder, is he going to have 5/5 Ultras? Here we go, Broodlords and Infestors, just like I said he needed. But he doesn't have those Infestors to support them like he needs to. Those Stalkers are just going to blink underneath his... Oh, Broodlords. Is he going to lose them? He just lost 1. Is he going to lose another? I think he is. No, his opponent is pulling back, playing it safe. But frankly, his opponent doesn't have the Stalkers that he needs to win this. So, Dire could win this just for the sake that he's got enough Broodlords, and his opponent doesn't have enough anti-air support. In this position, it might be a good idea to make more Phoenixes, but hey, Broodlords are armored, they have lots of HP, and it's going to take like 22 shots from a single Phoenix to kill a Broodlord. And here we have Anonymous moving out to the northeast, the proxy base right there. I wonder if he's going to try and take it for himself. Dire, meanwhile, just now getting restarted on rebuilding his 6th. And Dire is going in for the kill, it looks like. He could be using these Lings and these Ultras to tank for his Broodlords. Because here it is, the blink. This is a bad blink right here because I think this is a bad bleed, just because, for the sake that, if these stalkers die, which is unlikely because there's a mothership nearby and Dire has no detection, then it could be bad for Dire. That one mothership could target them down and kill them altogether, but the damage that a mothership does is only 6. And it looks like Dire may be set to win this. He's got a few... What the... He forgot pathogen glands. He's got a few infestors here. He doesn't have pathogen glands. He never started the upgrade. Oh my, and he's just letting those infestors die. Oh man, major misclick by Dire. That's 450 gas and 400 minerals. Excuse me. That's 450 gas and 300 minerals he's not going to get back. Alright, so... checking back at his opponent's base, it looks like he's trying to get that money Archon toilet. Which, I mean, this is never a bad idea. It really never is. But at the same time, Dire looks like he may be electing for a full-blown base trade. His opponent doesn't have a lot of Blink Stalkers. He's banking on... He's got 12, but he's banking on... Playing in lag is always fun. Okay. It looks like they encountered something that wasn't in the replay. Dire right now actually has a lower supply count than his opponent, and... Oh, this is not looking good. Looks like Dire just sent in 3 Brood Lords to do some harassment, maybe take down some vital buildings like the Gateway Tech here, which really isn't a bad idea because those Stalkers cannot reach him, but what about these ones? There's 4 of them right here. And are they going to go away? They're target firing these 2 Brood Lords. Those Brood Lords are at 0 armor, 3. Oh no, did I just miss the Archon toilet? I probably did. This is not looking good for Dire. Oh no! Dire, you just threw away the game! It's alright, buddy. EXE still loves you. Do you do anything to pull yourself out of this, buddy? Looks like the game has just turned around and Dire's not getting quite the supply he needs just yet. He just pulled drones and put them on a... Well, he tried to put them on a Vespene Geyser. But he has excellent control, but he lost control of a few of those infestors and he never got pathogen glands. He's got a mass queens and a few roaches. And it looks like, yeah, this is the end, ladies and gentlemen. He's floating 1,200 minerals, but he's not spending on it. He's not spending it on anything that's extremely potent, besides maybe a few Ultraliths, which are getting misclicked. But this is nice. He's got 3 queens to back them up. I wonder if he's gonna... That Colossi is targeting down the queens, I wonder. Even if he pushes back this attack, he has to kill all 5 of these bases over here, and this looks like it could be held off. Good job, Dire. Good job. Keep going. Whoa. Keep going. Keep going. Transfuse. Transfuse. Transfuse, buddy. Transfuse. There's no way they can blink away. Oh, no. He's got a few roaches to hold off those stalkers, but it's just going to keep on streaming in no matter how you try to cut it. Oh, man. And Dire just... Oh. His opponent is 50, 60, 70, 80 supply ahead of him now. Be that as it may, a lot of it is just zealots, but at the same time, there's just no way, you know, 100 zealots versus 8 roaches, and it's basically a no-brainer. Those those zealots are going to win. Nice little Archon finishing up here, and it looks like we have that forward pylon that we're expecting from Anonymous. Let's go look at how many mining bases Dire's on. It looks like it's just that one in the southeast position. He's trying to retake the 5th here. However, ooh, this is not pretty. Anonymous just caught on to this one Zergling right here. Huh. And this is kind of funny. Anonymous is basically trolling Dire right now by trying to do a dance around that one Zergling, and... Did it work? Did it work? Let's see... There we go. Got the detection he needed, and he just killed it. I believe he did. Alright, let's get a look-see here. Dire's got a few hero roaches, and likewise hero infestors. I don't think he ever did get those pathogen glands, because they... Yeah. He went straight for neural parasite instead of pathogen glands. And it looks like Anonymous here is just being cautious. He doesn't really know what he's up against. He's just like, oh man, that last attack got held off really well. But at the same time, what he didn't know is that Dire is floating a bunch of minerals. There's only one mineral line on the field that hasn't been taken yet. Dire did try to take it, but it looks like the Zealot stopped him. Which is good, no doubt. But at the same time, his opponent hasn't gotten armor upgrades at all, and this looks like it could be the final engagement, guys. There we go. Infestor's making those money fungals, or trying to, and it looks like they barely killed nothing. He says, GG man, well played, and it was a very quick quit after that. Dire, you are an amazing player, but sometimes you gotta keep an eye on your infestation pit and make sure you got the proper upgrades. Alright guys, please subscribe to my channel. I really feel that Direstrait is a pro in the making. He is the Tills almost famous of StarCraft 2. Stay tuned, I'll be streaming more.